Hey everyone, Irix Guy here. Now you probably pondered this if maybe you're new to computers, new to technology, and you're trying to decide should I go with a Windows PC, Windows 7, Windows 8. Windows 8 is about to come out, or should I go with a Mac, an Apple Mac, running Mac OS X? And what are the advantages to each platform? Now, let me preface this with my background in the computer industry. I've been building computers since since before the internet was in existence. I've been building computers. I started with 286s, and I'm not going to go into all this technical mumbo jumbo, but to summarize this, I've been building computers since people really knew how to use a computer. And this was back in the early days of Windows, MS-DOS, where it was all text-based, and you had the very crude and initial versions of Windows. Well, with that being said, I've always enjoyed building computers. I've always preferred Windows computers, PCs, over Apple. Now, something happened recently, and by recently I mean within the past few years, several years actually. Apple created a new operating system, and it's called Mac OS X. Now, ever since Apple created Mac OS X, Mac OS 10, however you want to pronounce it, Apple has really changed its computing experience. Now you're seeing on Apple now if you're a gamer, and this is something I want to caution everyone about, if you're getting this computer for playing games, you're definitely going to want to go Windows operating system. You don't want to go Mac for gaming. If you're going to use the computer for business purposes, that's kind of a toss-up, because you can actually run, say you like your, and even though there is Microsoft Office available for the Mac, you could also run, Windows on a Mac in a window with a tool such as VMware Fusion. So you could emulate a Windows computer in a window and run your Windows Microsoft Office version, if that made you feel more comfortable. I personally lean towards Mac nowadays. I haven't built my own computer in the past 5 years. And that says a lot, because I always built my computers, always upgraded them. I was always upgrading the memory, the graphics cards, trying to make it the most awesome system at that point in time. So I've been there and done that. But now I prefer Apple, and the reason I prefer Apple is that what I do photography, I do video editing, I trade stocks. All of those applications run great on a Mac. And actually the video editing and the photography, in my opinion, on a Mac is far superior to the Windows experience. And then also with Apple now, you've got not just your Mac computer, but you've got your tablet devices, your iPad, you've got your phone, your iPhone. And then if you've got all those devices, the way that they all mesh together, all the data, the pictures, information that you're saving on one device, it all syncs up through what they call the iCloud, which is basically it's storing your data securely in the internet, and it's a shared computing experience. So if I get on my iPad when I'm in bed, or if I'm on my iPhone when I'm on the road, or if I'm on my desktop computer, I'm accessing all of the same information. So it's a very unified computing experience. Apple now, you're going to expect to spend a little bit more for their hardware and their software, but I mean, it's one of those deals where you can get an Apple computer, and you shouldn't, if you get one that's well equipped, you shouldn't have to upgrade it for a few years. And for example, right now it's 2012, nearing 2013. It's September, and I got my computer in 2009, my iMac, and I got it fully loaded. It's still doing a great job. Actually, all my videos that I edit, including this video, I do on that iMac. So it's still trucking along very nicely. And it's one of those things with a PC. PCs typically I would update about 2 years with a Windows computer. I would expect to have to upgrade it. And the other great thing about a Mac is that you don't have to deal with viruses, because Mac OS 10 is a Unix operating system. So at this point in time, viruses are very well, actually I don't even run an antivirus program on my Mac, because if there are viruses out there, they're there's a very small number of them that attack Macs. So it's a great system. Now, from an upgradability perspective, Yeah, you can upgrade the hard drive, you can upgrade the memory if you know what you're doing. You don't necessarily have to go through Apple for that. Some of their newer computers, they've got it all in their laptops, their new MacBooks, they've got it all chipped into the motherboard. So you need to check if you're buying one of those and make sure it's one that's upgradable if you plan to upgrade it. But I would, on a scale of 1 to 10, right now I would rank Apple Mac computer about a 9 out of 10, and the Windows computer, I'd probably rank it about a 4 out of 10. And that's how much my opinion has changed throughout the past few years. So I welcome your feedback, I welcome your questions. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I have been building computers since the early days, way before the internet even existed, and now I'm a Mac user. So that's my testimonial, and welcome any comments, questions you have. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good day.